Yeah, what's the prospects of Jamaica's performance over there in the World Championships? Now, the World Championship is just like 4 days away, right? So it starts on this Saturday coming. Yeah, and Jamaica, like all the other countries, they're getting themselves ready for the big dance. Yeah, so let's look at Jamaica, the prospects of Jamaica over there. What can we expect? Now, everything that is gonna be said today, right, should be taken with a grain of salt. So what I mean is everything that will be covered, right, might not necessarily go according to how I see it, right? I can only analyze and talk about what I think will happen at a championship based on what we have seen throughout the season. All right, so let's go. All right, so you guys should be seeing my screen right now. You should be seeing my screen. Yeah, what you see on my screen right now, how will Jamaica do in the World Championship? Right, let's get into it. But before we get into it, there's a trivia, right? In which World Championship did Jamaica men win the 100 meters, the 200 meters, and the 4 by 100 meters, right? What World Championship did that happen in? Right, for all the persons who know about track and field, right? Which World Championship did the Jamaican men win the 100, the 200, and the 4 by 100 meters? All right, let's get into it. Predictions. Yeah, so this presentation, right, it's gonna be divided into 4 parts, right, and then there's a conclusion, right? So we're gonna look at in the predictions. We're looking at who's gonna make the final on the Jamaican team, who's gonna get bronze, who's gonna get silver, who's gonna get gold, and then at the end we will add up to see like how many golds Jamaica might win, how many silver Jamaica might win, how many bronze Jamaica might win, and then we'll use that now to give an analysis of like how strong is the Jamaican team this year over there in the World Championship. Now let's start with the finalists then. We start with the finalists then. Right? So the list of persons who are expected to make the finals, right, at the World Championship over there, you can see the first name at the top, Brian Level, right? Akila Smith, she's doing the triple jump and the long jump. Nikisha Price, 400 meters. Ashanti Moore, 200 meters. Natalia Gould Tapping, 800 meters. In the men 4x4, we expect them to be in the finals. The mixed 4x4, we expect them to be in the finals also. Raymond Richards in the high jump, we expect him to be in the finals. Now the list continue. Kier McLeod, Tajay Gill, the long jump, we expect him to make the final. Rashawn Clark, 400 meter hurdles for man. Hakeem Blake in the men's 100 meters. And Shelley and Fraser Price in the women's 100 meters. Now, I'm going to give a little thought on why some of these are expected to make the finals and not medal. Right, so let's start with the name at the top. That's Brian Level. Now, Brian Level has been running pretty superb this year. As a matter of fact, he is the third fastest 200 meters this year, only behind Noah Lyles and Kenny Bednarick. But the reason I don't have him taking a medal is because over the years there has been a top three in the men's 200 meters and they almost ever win the medals. Alright, so you have, let's see, Little Bogo of Botswana, you have Kenny Bednarick of the USA, and you have Noah Lyles of the USA. That top three is going to be very hard to crack. Right? I expect Brian Level to be in the finals and to be competitive in the finals. Whether or not he can beat out one of those top three or to beat them all, at this point, I'm not so confident he can do that. And so that's why I have Brian Level in the final, the 200 meters. Right? Akila Smith. Right? She's doubling. Right? I expect her to be in the finals. Nikisha Price, I expect her to be in the finals. Nikisha Price has run 49.6 this year. And that time is fast, but the only problem is that there's a lot of runners in the world this year has run sub 50 in the 400 meters. And so because of that, I am not confident that Nikisha Price, as it were, can do better than making the finals. I'm not convinced that she will be able to break into the medals. Because the medals for the women's 400 meter this year is going to be hard to break into. We have Salva Eid Nasser. We have Marilady Parlino. And we have Sydney McLaughlin Levrone of the USA. We expect those three to be gone with the medals. Right? And so everybody else is pretty much running for fourth place. Right? But stranger things has happened, and that's why we run the races. Now, Ashanti Moore, I expect her to make the finals of the women's 200 meters. She has been having an exceptional season. She is consistently improving down her time, down to 22.31 seconds this year. And so I believe that she might be able to improve down to 22.2 or 22.1, and that would be good enough to make it into the finals of the 200 meters. Right? Natalia Goldtappin, it's because of her experience that I would say she's able to make the 800 meter finals, because she has not really been impressive this year by her own standard. So I know by her experience and her championship running style, she might be able to make it 800 meter finals. The 4x4 men, right? It's not too bad. But in order for them to win the gold or silver or bronze, it's going to be a tall order. A lot of teams out there are running superb and have faster athletes. So I expect the men 4x4 to be in the finals. Whether or not they're going to win a medal is yet to be seen. In the mixed 4x4, I expect them to also be in the finals. But win a medal, no, I can't say that. Raymond Richards, he surprised us earlier in the year, winning an indoor gold medal in the high jump. So, well, not a gold medal. He won an indoor medal in the high jump. It was a bronze. I don't know if he'll be able to surprise us again in the World Championship. He's the 9th highest jumper this year. Right, so we have to see how that will go with him. Right, but for now, for me, he's in the finals. Kerry McLeod and Tajay Gill, they're in a competition that is pretty wide open, and that is the men's long jump. It's one of the most open events, like almost anybody who's a top guy can win the world championship. But Kerry McLeod and Tajay Gill just has not been that consistent. Tajay Gill has jumped 8.34 earlier this year. Right, he's up there in the top 5 in the world right now. The world leader being Tentacle of Greece. But since jumping 8.34 meters, Tajay Gill hasn't really gone on to improve, and he has had injury issues this year. So it's hard for me to pick him to win the world championship again or to get in amongst the medals. I'm leaning more on the side of he'll be there in the finals along with Kerry McLeod. Right, Rushan Clark, he's in one of those events, 400-meter hurdles. Oh my God. This event is one of the toughest events in track and field, to be sure. Right now, in the 400-meter hurdles, we have 4 of the 5 fastest guys of all time running the 400-meter hurdles. We have Karsten Warholm, we have Dos Santos from Brazil, we have Rai Benjamin from America, we have Samba of Qatar. All of these men have run sub 47 in the 400-meter hurdles, and they have run this year sub 47. So I expect Rushan Clark to be in the finals, having been that he's a 47.4 man. But to make it among the medal, I'm not so confident to say right now. It's going to be tough, to be fair. Akeem Blake, I expect him to make the finals this year. Last year, barely missed the 100-meter finals in the Olympics. So I expect him to make the 100-meter finals here in the World Championships. That would be some redemption. And the same for Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. Right? Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, a legend in the sport. We want her to go out with a bang. But according to what we have seen from her this season, being her last season in the sport, I'm not so confident now that she can get among the medals, but I'm confident that she can make it into the finals. And that would be a good send-off because really and truly, she has like nothing to prove at this point. She has won pretty much everything there is to win in the sport. All right? Let's look at the bronze medalists then. Who I think will win bronze this year. Right? Rochelle Clayton and Anjanette Knight. Both of them have the potential to win the bronze in the 400-meter hurdles. Right? The clear favorite is obviously Femke Ball of Netherlands. But Anjanette Knight and Rochelle Clayton has been running well enough to at least win a bronze medal. I'll give them a bronze because after Femke Ball, we have the American Anna Cockrell. She has been running good also. So I think that Rochelle Clayton and Anjanette Knight, based on what I have seen from them, might be able to take the bronze medal. Shericka Jackson, I expect her to win bronze in the 100 and 200, right? And Tina Clayton, she might possibly be able to win that bronze also in the 100 meters. So between Shericka and Tina, the bronze medal can go either way. But I believe that's where it's going to be for Jamaican ladies in the 100 at the bronze medal. Because Julian Alfred and MJW, as in Melissa Jefferson Wooden, they have been the class of the 100 meters for this year. The women's 4x1, I expect them also to win the bronze medal, and that's based on like form, because America and Great Britain have solid teams. Both of these nations has run under 42 seconds, so we expect that they will be able to do pretty well. Now, me saying these things, is not to say that our Jamaican athletes cannot step up and cannot do great things that we don't expect, right? But I'm just working off the farm right now. How people have performed through the year, right? So that is how I'm saying that, yeah, our Jamaican athletes, right, might perform in this way or in that way. Now, talking about the 4x1, right, for women. The reason I'm not picking Jamaica to win the gold in the women's 4x1 is because of where they rank right now in the world. Right, the woman in the 4x1 this year, or woman rank in ninth place. Right? Ninth place. That's our ranking right now in terms of time and world ranking in the women's 4x1. Right? I'm going to show you my screen shortly so you can see it for yourself. That I'm not just fighting against our athletes. Alright? So this is the ranking of our women's 4x1 this year. So we see Great Britain and Northern Ireland. They rank number 1, 41.69 seconds. USA Red from earlier this year, they run 41.74 seconds, right? And USA Red team, the people that were on this USA Red were Tamari Davis, Gabby Thomas, Jenna Prandini, and Anavia Battle. It's interesting, because remember, none of these athletes, as it is on the 4x1 team this year. I think the only one who is on the 4x1 team this year for the USA is actually Tamari Davis. Gabby Thomas have pulled out of the World Championship. Jenna Prandini and Eva Battle, they have all pulled out. They did well. Jenna Prandini and Eva Battle did not make the US 100 meter team. So the US Red team from earlier this year, and the US have a better team now in the World Championship. So the US is ranked number 2nd. The Netherlands is ranked number 3. Spain. Then we see a United States B. So in fact, Jamaica is ranked number 5 in the world right now. So Jamaica is ranked number 5 in the world right now among the women 4x1. So things can change, right? But because of the ranking and because of how far they are behind Great Britain and Ireland and the USA, I don't know if it is that Jamaica will be able to beat the USA, and that's why I put them in the bronze. I put us in the bronze right there, right? Bronze for the women's 4x1. So in the silver medal, right? Who will win silver for Jamaica this year? I have to put just the women's 4x4. The women's 4x4. I think the women's 4x4 have the potential to win the silver medal this year in the World Championship. Right? Those who normally appear on the women's 4x4, if you see the listing of Jamaican athletes this year, the team would look like Dejanae Oakley, Nikisha Price, and Stacey Ann Williams, and Leah Anderson, right? That would be the A squad. That's a good enough team to win the silver medal this year. Because the US, we know, will be the favorites, Netherlands normally is a challenger, but I don't know if Netherlands will, as a strong team like it normally have in time past. Apart from Fenkeball, the Netherlands doesn't necessarily have a strong team that can challenge. So I think Jamaica, as it is, and US, if Jamaica can spring a surprise like some years ago in the World Championship when Jamaica upset the USA, right? I still remember that race like it was yesterday. Right, Jamaica win the 4x4 right ahead of the USA. But I don't know. We have to wait to the championship to see if Jamaica can actually pull off that victory over the USA. So I have my woman winning in the 4x4 silver medal. It's a good enough team for that. Now let's go to the gold medalist. All right, the prospect of gold medal this year. Now Kishane Thompson, oblique Seville, right? We expect one of these two to win the 100 meters. We expect that. And I know for a fact that it can be done. Right? Kishane Thompson, after that disappointing loss in the Olympic last year, by a single thousandth of a second, it was that close. I expect that he will come with more fire and fervor. Oblique Seville, he has been looking deadly. It's a deadly if we have seen Oblique Seville in all his character. And so we expect him, to be there. So any one of these two can win the gold medal. Right? So any one of them can be the reason for our first gold medal, right, of the 2025 World Championships. Right? If you look at the world list, right, if you look at the world list, so in the 100-meter top list, for 2025, it looks like this. Right? At the top, we have Kishane, right? He's the world leader, and hence why he's heading in as favorite. 9.75 seconds he has run in the national championship. Kenny Bednarik, right, is world number 2 right now, 9.79 seconds. Third on the list is actually Brian Level, but Brian Level run this after the championship, and that's why he's not in the 100-meter team. Courtney Lindsay is third. Now the thing with Kenny and Courtney is though they are like the second fastest on the clock this year, after they have not shown that sort of performance after they run these things. Right, so Kenny has been struggling after the US Championship, and also Courtney Lindsay has been struggling after the World Championship. Right, but Kishane, number 1, we see Brian Oblique Seville, he's world number 5 right now. But the way he's been running, he has been running like, he's the man to beat. He has been winning his 100 meters by a blowout. Even in Lausanne, he ran 9.87 seconds in pouring rain. Right? 9.87 seconds would be world number 10. So the man Seville run the world number 10 time in pouring rain in Lausanne. Right, and we see Hakeem Blake is number 11 ranked, and that's why I know that he will be in the finals of the 100 meters. Right, so so it's between Kishane and Oblique for the 100-meter title, and of course Noah Lyles will be there, and Dangerous, and no doubt he will be coming like a runaway train at the end. But if he gives up the ground to Seville, like he has been doing in championships, two chat meets so far this year, there's no way Noah Lyles will be catching Seville. But he have a tendency of closing and kishing. But Seville, no. If he gives up the ground on Seville, Noah Lyles is not catching him. Right? This is the thing, If Kishian is gonna win this 100 meters, he generally win it from the start. He's out of the blocks like a shot. And then he hold on to the finish. When it comes on to oblique, he has been working on his top end speed. So when he gets his good start over everybody else, it's gonna be very hard to catch him. Right? And so, but he can run back. If Seville is level with everyone at 60, he has a potential to win. But if they are at 60 with Noah Lyles, it's a problem for any of them to hold off Lyles. Right? But I fully expect, I'm fully confident that the 100-meter title will be coming to Jamaica, either through Kishane or through oblique. All right? So nice. All right, so the men's 4x1, right? We're looking forward to the men's 4x1. They have the possibility of winning gold also. The men's 4x1 is a dangerous 4x1. It's one of the best 4x1 teams that Jamaica has sent out there in recent times. Yeah? Yeah. But there is a concern that people have, and that is when the list was originally released, there is no oblique Seville. No oblique Seville on the list. Yeah. So people are saying, where is oblique Seville? Why is he not on the list? Yeah? Right, as far as I'm hearing, it doesn't seem like he might be running the 4x1, and that would not be good. Well, the 4x1 team as it stands right now is Rowan Watson, oblique Seville, Kishane Thompson, Hakeem Blake. Right? That is not a bad team, but you would want to have all your top guys on it. Right? The problem I think the selectors might have had is that, alright, oblique Seville would be pretty much new to this 4x1 here. So you might be the dark horse of something bad happening. Well, Brian Level, he might be the dark horse to this 4x1 because he wasn't on it earlier this year. But Hakeem Blake wasn't on it earlier this year either. Right? But if that was a concern, they could have him run the anchor leg. On the anchor leg, the only thing he would do is collect the button and run. Right? For a man that you have a concern about, who you say might destroy the chemistry, then you would want to put him at a place where he only collect the button and move. You don't want him to collect the button and hand over the button, because you don't have confidence in it. But I think Jamaica have a good enough team still to win the men's 4x1. Jordan Scott, right? I put him to win gold this year in the triple jump. Um, the reason for it is that he has consistently won Diamond League events over the space of a Diamond League season. It's one thing to win Diamond League and be able to win the World Championship, but he has the talent to win the World Championship because the sort of distance that he has been jumping is the same sort of distance that all the other guys have been jumping. For the most part, he has beaten all the guys who are the top guys this year. So I know that he can do it in the World Championship. So he could bring a historic triple jump goal to Jamaica. Shanika Ricketts in the women's triple jump, she's also in a similar situation. The women's triple jump, all the top ladies they are evenly matched, and so throughout the season they have been trading wins, right? So sometimes Shanika comes out on top, sometimes Hernandez of Cuba come out on top, sometimes Povea from Cuba comes out on top. But they are all jumping within the same range, and Shanika has the potential to outjump them for the goal in the women's triple jump. If Jordan Scott was to win the men's triple jump and Shanika was to win the women's triple jump, it would be the first time that Jamaica have both the triple jump for women and the triple jump for man champion. That would be history. That would be interesting. As a matter of fact, if Jordan Scott was to win the triple jump for man, it would be an historic win because I don't know of any Jamaican that has won the triple jump in the history of the World Championship for men. On the woman's side, yeah, Trisha K. Smith, but not on the man's side. Right? The discus throw for man, Ralford Mullins. He has broken the national record this year, throwing 72.01 meters. Right? He has been throwing like a man possessed. Yeah? Yeah, he has been doing that. Right? If you look at the top list in the discus throw men, you'll realize that what I'm talking about. Right? Let's look at it together. Yeah, so this is the discus top list for man. Right? If you notice the list. So Alekna, the world record is number 1 on that list. Matthew Denny of Australia. Christian Shea, Slovenia. Then Ralford Mullins is world number 4. Now, just looking at this list is kind of deceptive. You know why? Because all of these guys here, Ralford Mullins are beaten in Diamond League this year. All of the top guys here. I think except Alekna. Right? So, he does have the potential to do it again and to potentially win the gold medal over there in Japan. Yeah? Yeah, so you can see it right here for yourself. Right? Roger Stoner, we know Roger Stoner has switched allegiance to Turkey. So we're not necessarily looking at him. Right? Because he has switched. So he won't be competing for Jamaica. But Ralford Mullins is a prospective gold medalist. Over there. Alright. Welcome to the persons who are here. Please like and subscribe and share out the like. Share out the live, alright? So we're looking at the fact that um, we're set to do great things over there in Tokyo, to be fair, right? In the women's 100-meter hurdles, right? We know for certain that this is one of the places that Jamaica might surely be able to take a gold medal. We have Megan Tapper, we have Danielle Williams, and we have Akira Nugent. Now, all of these ladies is top class. They are top of the 100-meter hurdles, and they have beaten the best of the world this year, all of them. And Megan Tapper has run 12.3 for 2 times at the national championship and in a Diamond League event. In the Diamond League event, when she run these times, she run it into a minus 1.7 win. So I know that she's able to run 12.2 something. Danielle Williams, she is a clutch performer. She has improved her personal best down to 12.3 something. But even in time past, when Danielle Williams' personal best was not the fastest in the field and in the world, she take championships. You understand? So I know that she can do it. So Megan Tapper can do it, Danielle Williams can do it. And Akira Nugent, the Diamond League champion, was run 12.30 seconds this year. She's also able to do it. So among these three, one of the 100-meter hurdles winner might come. But also the winner might come from America. America have a lot of good 100 hurdlers also. But win can also come from Amazon, the Nigerian, or it can also come from Nadine Visser of Netherlands, or Ditaji Kambunji, Switzerland. So this event, 100-meter hurdles, is so stuck, but Jamaica have a good chance of winning gold in it. All right, very interesting, very impressive to say the least. So, just for fun, let's look. You see the top list here? This is the top list of the women's hurdles. Alright? And notice who we have been talking about. So notice here. So Akira Nugent, ranked 7th, right? 12.30 seconds. Danielle Williams, rank 8, 12.31 seconds. And Megan Tapper, rank 11, 12.34 seconds. Right? And you can see all of these ladies here from pretty much 1 down can win. But I know for a certain Masai Russell, she will be there in the World Championship. Grace Stark will be there. Right? I don't remember if it's Tia Jones or Tonya Marshall that will be there. So almost everyone from 1 to 11 have the potential to win. Right? So this one is not a wide open one. This one is a one full of talent. Almost anybody can win. But again, I have faith that our Jamaican athletes will be able to pull it off. Alright? Now, if everything goes as planned, then Jamaica would finish with 6 golds, 1 silver and 4 bronze, totaling 11 to 12 medals. And the reason I say 11 to 12 medals is because in the 100-meter hurdles, Jamaica can get multiple medals. Right? So someone can win the gold, and someone can win the silver or the bronze. So that's how it is with the 100-meter hurdles. Jamaica have a good opportunity to win. Right? So this is the projection from me. Now, all of what I've just said a while ago is meant to be taken with a grain of salt. I am projecting that Jamaica will get 6 golds, 1 silver, and 4 bronze. Right? That would equal a good placing on the table. I think Jamaica's best ever placing on the medal table was in 2009. They won 13 medals, right? That was the year when Usain Bolt broke the 100 and the 200, and the men break the 4x1 record. Now, what's different this year is that we actually have a strong field event team. Though we lose some of our field event athletes and jumpers to Turkey, we still have Jordan Scott, who is doing well, potentially can win. Shanika Ricketts potentially can win. Walford Mullins potentially can win. We also have Nayoka Clunes, right? And we have Samantha Hall, the women's discus. We have Lamar Distin, the high jump. Well, so that is my preview or projection what I think the Jamaican team will actually do over there in the land of the rising sun. Now, if your predictions are different from what I just said a while ago, then I would like to hear from you. So just type in the comment section. Do you think we'll win what? What do you think about my prediction? Right? Do you think they will actually come true or not? Right, so I'm glad to have come on here and did this short preview with you guys. Right, what I need from you is to like and share and subscribe. Right, that this video can reach out there. Right, as we get ready for the most excited time of the year in track and field, Tokyo World Championship 2025, Track Fans Global, Track and Field from